Have you ever wondered what animals are saying to each other? Imagine walking through a forest or sitting quietly by a pond and realizing that all around you creatures are having conversations, just not in ways we're used to. Every flick of a tail, every glance, every subtle movement or sound is part of a complex language, one that's been evolving for millions of years. Animals are constantly sending messages, not just to their own kind but sometimes even to us, if we know how to listen and observe. They don't speak with words like we do, but that doesn't mean they're silent. In fact, their world is filled with signals that go far beyond spoken language. Some animals use body language, like a dog wagging its tail, or a rabbit thumping its foot to warn others of danger. Others rely on scent, leaving invisible trails that tell stories of who's been there, what they want, or how they feel. And then there are those who communicate through color, movement, or even electrical impulses, painting a picture of their intentions in ways we're only beginning to understand. In fact, the animal kingdom is alive with sound, movement, signals, and emotion. Birds fill the air with songs that can travel for miles, each note carrying a message about territory, love, or warning. Monkeys use a rich vocabulary of gestures and calls to coordinate group movements or alert each other to predators. Elephants communicate with deep rumbles that can be felt through the ground, connecting family members across great distances. Even tiny bees perform intricate dances to tell their hive mates where to find the best flowers. Every species has its own unique way of expressing itself, creating a symphony of communication that surrounds us every day. From the haunting howls of wolves echoing through the night, which can carry for miles and help pack members find each other or warn rivals to stay away, to the deep underwater songs of whales whose melodies can travel across entire oceans. These songs are not just beautiful, they're full of meaning. Whales use them to attract mates, navigate the vast blue, and keep in touch with family members separated by hundreds of miles. Each population has its own dialect, a unique pattern of notes and rhythms passed down through generations, like a family heirloom, to the silent color changes of octopuses and their relatives, who can shift their skin from one hue to another in the blink of an eye. For these masters of disguise, color is a language all its own, used to warn off predators, attract mates, or blend seamlessly into their surroundings. Some fish flash bright colors to signal aggression or readiness to mate, while others use patterns to confuse or communicate with their schools. In the ocean, where sound doesn't always travel well, color and movement become powerful tools for connection. And today we're going to uncover it. Not just the science behind how animals communicate, but the beauty, the mystery, and the divine design behind it all. We'll explore the hidden codes and signals that shape the lives of creatures great and small, and discover how their secret language connects them to each other, and to us. Whether it's the thunderous roar of a lion, the gentle nuzzle of a horse, or the silent shimmer of a butterfly's wings, every animal has a story to tell. Join us as we listen, learn, and marvel at the incredible ways animals share their world. The secret language of animals is all around us, if only we take the time to understand. Deep in the African savanna, elephants rumble, so low you often can't hear it. But other elephants can, from miles away. These sounds aren't random. They say things like, "I'm here, let's stay together, I'm grieving." Yes, elephants even have a way of saying goodbye to the dead. They touch the bones. They circle in silence. They rumble, deeply. It's not just communication, it's emotion, it's connection. Dolphins are more than playful swimmers. They're intelligent, social, and astonishing communicators. Scientists have discovered that dolphins use signature whistles, like names, to call to each other across the ocean. Each dolphin develops a unique sound that identifies them. It's how a mother finds her baby. It's how pods stay organized and form tight bonds. Imagine that. Whales and dolphins swimming through a sea of names, greetings, and identity. When a wolf howls, it's not just for the moon. Wolves howl to locate each other, to warn, to reunite after separation, and sometimes, to mourn. When a member of the pack dies, wolves have been known to gather and howl in eerie, drawn-out tones. It's a grief cry, a farewell, not random noise, but the aching language of love and loss. Birdsong. It's beautiful, but it's also highly strategic. When you walk through a forest at dawn, the air is often filled with a chorus of melodies, trills, and whistles. To us, it might sound like a peaceful soundtrack to a morning hike, but for birds, every note and phrase has a purpose. Birdsong is a language, a tool, and sometimes a weapon. It's a way for birds to carve out their place in the world, to communicate with rivals, to woo potential mates, and to warn of danger. The next time you hear a bird singing, remember, you're eavesdropping on a conversation that's been evolving for millions of years. Male songbirds sing to attract mates. And each species has its own dialect. These songs aren't just random sounds, they're carefully crafted performances. In many species, the complexity and variety of a male's song can signal his health, intelligence, and even his experience. Females listen closely, judging potential partners not just by their looks, but by the quality of their serenades. Some birds even learn their songs from their fathers or neighbors, picking up local dialects that can vary from one region to another. This means that a songbird from one forest might sound completely different from a member of the same species just a few miles away. Some birds even have regional accents just like humans do. Imagine a robin in New York and a robin in London. Their songs might have subtle differences shaped by the environment and the birds they grew up around. Scientists have found that these regional accents can help birds recognize who's a local and who's a newcomer. In some cases, birds with unfamiliar songs might be treated with suspicion or even aggression. It's a reminder that, just like us, birds are shaped by their communities and their surroundings. Their songs are living traditions, passed down and adapted through generations. Others, like mockingbirds, mimic the songs of dozens of species. Mockingbirds are the impressionists of the avian world, able to copy not just other birds but also frogs, insects, and even car alarms. This mimicry isn't just for show. It can help them defend their territory by confusing rivals or impressing mates with their vocal versatility. A single mockingbird might have a repertoire of over 200 different sounds, switching between them with astonishing speed. Their performances are so convincing that even experienced birdwatchers can be fooled. For mockingbirds, the ability to imitate is both a survival strategy and a way to stand out in a crowded world. Then there are crows and ravens, among the most intelligent birds out there. These birds belong to the corvid family, a group renowned for their problem-solving skills, memory, and social complexity. Crows and ravens don't just sing, they communicate with a wide range of sounds, from deep croaks to sharp clicks. Their calls can carry information about food sources, predators, or even the mood of the group. In some cultures, crows and ravens are seen as tricksters or messengers, and it's easy to see why. Their intelligence is legendary, and their ability to adapt to new challenges is unmatched in the bird world. They use clicks, calls, and even tools to communicate some pretty complex ideas. Crows have been observed using sticks to extract insects from tree bark, dropping nuts onto roads for cars to crack open, and even fashioning hooks from twigs. But their communication goes beyond just sounds. They use body language, gestures, and even coordinated group actions to solve problems and share information. In experiments, crows have demonstrated the ability to plan for the future, recognize themselves in mirrors, and understand cause and effect. Their vocalizations can be so nuanced that researchers are still uncovering new meanings and patterns in their calls. Their brains might be small, but their communication is sharp, sometimes even vengeful. Crows have been known to hold grudges, remembering people who have wronged them and teaching others to avoid those individuals. In one famous study, researchers wearing masks captured and released crows on a university campus. Years later, crows who had never seen the original event still reacted aggressively to the masks, having learned from their peers. This kind of social learning is rare in the animal kingdom and speaks to the depth of crow intelligence. Their ability to share information and coordinate responses makes them formidable members of the animal world. Crows have actually been known to remember faces and warn others about threats for years. Their memories are so sharp that they can recognize individual humans, even after long periods of time. If a person poses a threat, crows will alert their family and friends, creating a network of vigilance that can span entire neighborhoods. If you're enjoying this journey through the animal world, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. It helps us share more of God's wonders and wisdom through nature. And it tells the algorithm that voices like this matter. This remarkable ability to remember and communicate about specific individuals is just one example of how sophisticated bird communication can be. From the melodic songs of warblers to the strategic calls of crows, birds use sound in ways that are as complex and meaningful as any human language. So the next time you hear birds singing outside your window, take a moment to listen. You might just be witnessing a drama of strategy, memory, and surprise unfolding in the treetops. A honeybee finds a flower miles away. She returns to the hive and starts to dance. Yes, dance. This waggle dance tells the others where to fly, using direction, duration, and angle. It's a map, built into movement. Bees speak with rhythm, precision, and purpose. It's one of the most efficient communication systems in the world. In the cold depths of the ocean, whales sing, long, mournful, majestic. Humpback whale songs can travel up to 10,000 miles across the sea. Each pod has its own tune, and they evolve over time. These songs are believed to be part of migration, mating, and identity. It's like an oceanic symphony echoing through the deep. Octopuses don't speak, they don't howl or sing, but they communicate instantly, with color. An octopus's skin can shift from pale to bold red to shimmering blue, showing fear, excitement, aggression, or even curiosity. They blend in or stand out, depending on what they want to say. From the skies to the seas, the world is alive with voices. Every corner of our planet hums with the sound of life reaching out, searching for connection. High above, flocks of birds glide in perfect formation, their calls echoing over the waves. Beneath the surface, dolphins leap and play, their clicks and whistles weaving a tapestry of underwater conversation. Even the mighty whales, on their epic migrations, breach the water's surface and sing songs that travel for miles, carrying messages we are only beginning to understand. These are not just random noises, they are the language of life itself, a symphony of connection that binds all living things together. From the forests to the hive, the conversation continues. In the dense green canopy, monkeys call out to one another, warning of danger or inviting play. Bees, in the heart of their hive, perform intricate dances to share the location of flowers, their movements as precise as any spoken word. Birds fill the treetops with song, each melody a message, sometimes a declaration of territory, sometimes a serenade, sometimes a simple greeting to the morning sun. Even the smallest creatures have something to say, and their voices fill the world with meaning. And their language reminds us of something profound, something we often forget in our busy, word-filled lives. Animals speak not just with sound, but with touch, with gesture, with presence. When elephants entwine their trunks, or a mother wolf nuzzles her pup, they are saying, "You are safe, you are loved, you belong." Grooming, nuzzling, even a simple glance, these are the building blocks of trust and community. Their language is ancient, and it speaks to the deepest part of us, reminding us that connection is the foundation of all communication. That communication doesn't begin with words, it begins with connection. Before there is language, before there are sentences and stories, there is the simple act of reaching out, of being present with another. Wild horses nuzzle to comfort each other, chimpanzees embrace to strengthen bonds, and penguins huddle together against the cold. In these moments, words are unnecessary. The message is clear: we are together, we are one. This is the universal language spoken by every creature that has ever lived. Their voices, expressed in dance and song and movement, are as varied and beautiful as the creatures themselves. Honeybees perform the waggle dance, a choreography that maps the world in circles and lines. Birds take to the air in dazzling displays, their feathers flashing in the sunlight as they court a mate or defend their home. Whales sing haunting melodies that echo through the deep, their songs evolving over generations. Even the flicker of a firefly or the chorus of frogs on a summer night is a message, a way of saying, "I am here, I am alive, I am part of this world." In color and call, in the shimmer of scales and the flash of wings, animals express themselves in ways that are both subtle and spectacular. Chameleons shift their hues to blend in or stand out, sending silent signals to friend and foe alike. Tropical birds display their vibrant feathers, each pattern a unique signature. Frogs fill the night with their calls, each note a beacon in the darkness. Even the octopus, master of disguise, communicates through a dance of color and texture. These are languages without words, but they speak volumes. All of these voices, all of these gestures, reflect the same creative brilliance that designed you. The same spark that set the stars in motion and painted the butterfly's wings also gave you the power to connect, to reach out, to be part of something greater than yourself. When you watch a lioness care for her cubs, or a cheetah race across the savannah, you are witnessing the artistry of life, a masterpiece that includes you. So the next time you hear a bird singing outside your window, or the distant howl of a wolf, or the gentle hum of bees in a garden, pause for a moment. Let yourself listen, not just with your ears but with your heart. These sounds are invitations to remember your place in the world, to reconnect with the living web that surrounds you. Even a simple moment of listening can remind you that you are never truly alone. A howl, a hum, a rumble, a buzz, each is a thread in the great tapestry of life. When you stop and listen, you become part of that tapestry, woven together with creatures great and small. You might not understand the words, but you can feel the meaning. There is power in simply being present, in honoring the voices of the wild. In those moments, you are connected to something ancient and enduring. You might not understand it, but it's real, it's beautiful. The language of nature is not always meant to be translated. Sometimes it is enough to witness it, to let it move you, to let it remind you of the wonder that surrounds us all. In the gaze of an animal, in the song of a bird, in the quiet rustle of leaves, there is a message. Life is precious, connection is sacred, and it was made by the same God who gave you a voice too. The same creative force that filled the world with song and color and movement also gave you the gift of expression. Your voice matters. Your presence matters. You are part of this universal language of connection, a language that begins not with words, but with the simple act of reaching out, of listening, of being present. So, as you move through the world, remember, you are never alone. You are part of the great conversation of life, and your voice is a vital note in its endless, beautiful song. Thank you for watching The Secret Language of Animals. If this video moved you, share it with someone who loves animals, or simply needs a reminder that connection comes in many forms. Don't forget to subscribe and join us each week for more stories from creation that reflect the heart of the Creator.